And we're live, everybody. Welcome back
Oh,
to another episode of Fun Times Football Premier League Preview. This is episode 9. Today, I am joined by Mr. Chris Gibson and Sam Ashfield. How are you, fellas?
cozy.
Yeah, I'm all good.
Heating's on.
Oh, yeah,
Christmas
it's very,
decks are up.
very warm.
Not guilty about it. Let's go Christmas.
Let's go Christmas. I've had that for like 2 weeks now, so I'm at mid-December now.
That's early, mate. That's real early. We only put ours up
She had them up
last
in
weekend.
the start of November. Yeah, it's crazy. Girls are crazy. But
Yeah,
we're not
they
here to
are
talk about
crazy.
girls.
We're not here to talk about girls. We are definitely here to talk about football. And I'll run the theme tune, I guess, then.
It's Friday, it's Fun Times Football.
Ashley's bailed on us. Billy's bailed on us this week, so it's just the three of us. They might join late. Who knows? Any surprises? Anything you want to talk about over the past week's worth of football? Anything interesting you think's worth chatting about quickly before we get into it?
We both had very exciting. We're not exciting for different reasons. Champions League games, didn't we? We thought we'd give Leipzig a 2-goal head start and then go way.
And
which we're always going to do. And Arsenal seem to just score every 2 minutes against Lens. So.
Arsenal
Yeah,
just had a
it's all good.
training
In
match.
Champions League, yeah. You think they did the research and just do exactly what every other Premier League team are doing against Saka and Martinelli, but just not doing their research.
No.
No, it'll be interesting.
It's been a bit of a quiet week, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been a bit of a quiet
We all
week.
laughed at United again. We all laughed at every week. We can get a bit of entertainment out of United, can't we? It's great.
Oh, we love it. We do love it.
Even at 3-1,
Although-
I was sat here waiting for my phone to go off with the Gallagher goal.
As soon as they got that second
Christ.
free kick, I was like, "Oh, I know what's happening here. They're losing it." And then Onana. Yeah, we'll
Brilliant.
get onto him later, I guess. Right.
Oh yeah, we will.
So I think this is the first game we're covering. Is the last game of the weekend, funnily enough, and I think since we've been doing the podcast, this is the first clash we've had of fans
No,
on
we've
the
had
podcast.
we've had Man City Arsenal.
Oh no, we did.
That is
You're
true.
right. Yeah, we
That
did.
is true.
Yeah, no, we did have
Yeah.
Man City Arsenal. Sorry, I am mistaken. So yeah, obviously Man City Spurs at the Etihad. Very, very difficult place to go. Like, what's your streak at the moment now of like games not lost at the Etihad? It's something ridiculous.
Well, it's our unbeaten record is a lot longer than the winning record, which is finished now. So I'm not too sure on the unbeaten, but
Yeah,
it's been longer than a year, obviously. But
yeah, and your unbeaten record's going to be finished this weekend as well. So, you know, that's a shame for City, isn't it? It's a big
Okay,
shame for
good.
City.
Good.
Yeah. How are you feeling about it, Sam?
No, you know what? You always hand it off to other people, but your team is playing in this first game, so you go first. I'm going to give it back to you, Liam.
Okay, I thought I'd give you the home advantage before I absolutely cook you about your team gonna be shit. They're gonna get absolutely destroyed. Not even joking.
Okay.
I honestly think no, not destroyed. It's going to be an absolute goal fest though. That is one thing I will say. I think I was looking at like average goals or XG per game for both of these teams is close to 3 per game this season so far. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty crazy. But you know what? Dyer had Haaland in his back pocket all last game at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. You did.
You can't bring the form you have at your ground into this because we don't even score.
No, I was bringing the form of the previous meeting of our defender and striker combo, and I think Dyer will probably start. Just because the threat at the pace isn't as much as it was against Aston Villa last weekend. I think he'll go for someone a bit strong.
Okay.
You
say, I don't mishear you then. Do you say that our attack's not as fast as Villa's, or did I completely mishear what you just said?
I said the threat of the pace isn't like through the middle.
Yeah,
Haaland's not as quick as Watkins, and
no, but I'm thinking Docky's faster than Diari.
Yeah, but that's why we've got right and left.
Through the middle. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, through the middle.
Yeah.
Have Spurs got any returning players from the red cards they received in the Chelsea game?
No, we've got Basuma returning.
Basuma returning.
That's big.
Udogi's was back last game anyway. I thought he had a good game. But then obviously Bentancur got injured and he's now out for 2.5 months.
From
Matty Cash challenge.
He can't say
Yeah,
fake,
Matty
can
I
he?
Cash
feel so
just-
sorry for him, like to come back and the applause he got coming on. I really rate him as a player.
He's one of their
That
best
is just really shit.
Mate, he
just to go
was
out
running our
again.
midfield for 30 minutes.
Yeah, he
and
looked
then
really good.
He
Matty
is good.
Cash
He's so
just
good.
the absolute cunt that Matty Cash is, just decided to take him out. Well, he ended Doherty's season a couple of years ago, like
I
with a
swear
similar
he's done
sort
it
of
before.
challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah, he is an Arsenal fan as well, from what I gather.
we
Some
won't.
tweets
Yeah,
surfaced.
I won't stand by that. I don't want him.
No, but yeah, this is quite a. So Sam, I've said my
Yeah.
feelings on General in the match. I think
I did not expect you to go with that. If I'm honest, I thought you'd be kind of in the we're just trying. I'd not be that being arrogant. I thought you were going to try and say, oh, let's keep it to 2 or 3 because your current form and City at home. I just don't think that's going to match up well for you. But
and I feel like
I don't
every
know.
single one
Look,
of your players
every
is
time-
thinking the same thing.
yeah, and every time
And our
to beat a big team, I get it wrong. So
we should have scored 5-6 goals last week.
yeah, you should.
Our attack
Yeah,
looks
I know.
last week looked incredible. And your defense hasn't been as good as it has been previously. Stones is still out, right?
Yeah,
Or is he
he's still
back?
out. No, he's still
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
We've
so,
had the same 2 injuries all season, and we've done okay. But
yeah.
I don't know. I think you are right. I don't think it'll be one of those boring ones. And this
It's not going to be a boring game.
I think this
Yeah.
fixture last season actually, you went 2-0 up and we beat you 4-2.
Yeah, that's
Um,
exactly what happened.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if it went. I don't know. I don't know.
I would. I can't be shocked at any scoreline above 2-2. Anything above, I think there'll be at least 4 goals in the game.
We've
And
started
it'll
beating the big
be.
team this season.
Have you not? No, you
Yeah,
haven't.
we've drew to lost to Arsenal, drew to Chelsea, and drew to Liverpool, and we beat United, but that's a big team, so
Yeah, well, they don't count anymore, I don't think.
they don't count anymore.
Even though they're
So
still like up there somehow.
the league form team, yeah. So I don't know. I'm gonna go. I feel good about this. I feel like it'll be a late Sunday scrania roast, and I feel like we'll be in for a treat.
Yeah,
Christmas
it's gonna-
cracker.
Very good.
Chris, neutral's
December-
point of view, what do you
December
reckon?
cracker.
Neutral. Am I neutral on this? I
Well,
hate them for different
You've
reasons.
got to be neutral. You've got to be neutral.
Well, obviously,
but I don't
he's an
think
Arsenal fan.
Spurs are competition for the Prem anymore. I think the Ange honeymoon is well and truly over, and now the damp has. You start to look under the sofa in the stadium. They're like, oh, it's come back, and the moths are in, and the cobwebs are back. And we're back, baby.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm annoyed because I think you'd actually give them a really good game if you had Madison in there. Who
Van der
else
Ven.
is down? Van der Ven, Romero. Who else is
Romero's
out? Like,
suspended.
yeah, I think you would actually give a good game of it, and I probably would be closer to a draw. But I just don't think you've got enough in there. You might score a couple of goals, but I think the more open it is, you're just going to play into Man City's.
Who will
Hands.
Doku be up against?
Especially at home as well.
Does he play off the left or the right?
Plays
Normally
on the
right. Off the left.
the left.
He'll be up against Porro.
Ex-City player. Hmm.
Porro,
Just
City?
Okay.
Go past me, please, sir.
Pardon?
Pedro Porro.
Pedro Porro's at City, yeah.
Was he?
I did not
So
know that.
whoever
When
you
was
bought
that?
him from.
Lisbon.
Yeah, we sold him to Lisbon because he couldn't get our team.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
I
bad
didn't
bet.
know
So
that.
there's Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do got about. We
Yeah,
get
well.
for him like 10, 20 million. Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle Walker's probably the
Unless I'm
best
wrong,
right
can you
back in the
actually
league.
can you quickly check that? 'Cause I feel like I've just made that up.
You said it with
Let
such
me-
conviction,
let me-
everyone will believe you.
You
Let's
did,
not go
yeah.
back.
Let me do a fact
No,
check on him
he
quickly.
was definitely at City. I'm 100% on it.
He was at Manchester City from 19 to 22.
Yeah, man. I don't really play much. I played like a couple of
And he
games,
was-
League Cup games. So.
He didn't play at all. No appearances.
Wow. Okay.
He was
Wow,
on
that-
loan to Valladolid.
Girona?
and then-
Oh no, Valladolid. Okay.
You bought him from Girona, and then
See, I've
he
got
was
the
on
leagues
loan
here.
at Sporting. Then went to Sporting. Then we loaned him and bought him.
Right. Okay. There you go. He is good for you. I'm sure you rate him.
He is now the Spanish right back as well. So
Is he?
yep.
Wow.
Can't be all bad. And then who do you have on the right wing then? Silva.
Or it'll be Alvarez is through the middle just behind Haaland, and then it'll be Silva. And if
Yeah.
Grealish plays, and Grealish on the left, Doku on the right. But
Yeah, see, I prefer
Imagine-
Grealish to play and then have Udogie against Doku.
yeah. Well, I don't know.
It's going to be interesting. One thing I can say is I've got a belief just from how we attacked last week, and you can't have 2 games where you miss 6 clear chances. I'd like to.
I hope you get the same chances you got against Villa.
I don't think you will. It's going to be more about being tight at the back and just staying in the game for
That's not
67
gonna happen.
minutes.
That is not going to happen. That is not going to happen. We are going to come at you
It will not
like a freight
be.
train.
It will not.
I'm not joking. That is how it's going to happen, and it's you live by the sword, you die by the sword, I guess.
You'll be coming at him like a rubber dinghy, bro. Rubber dinghy rapids, bro.
Rubber dinghy rapids.
And
bro. Okay.
there will be a wall of needles.
Okay.
And rubber,
I hope
rubber
you're
dinghies
all
don't like
eating your
needles.
words. I hope
Pop
you're
goes
all
the
eating your
weasel.
words come 7 p.m. on Sunday.
Absolutely. Let's slap a score on it now then. Let's put our money down.
Go on, Chris. Go on, Chris. What are you going for?
3-1 Man City.
Sam, what do you reckon?
4-1.
4-1. I'm going to go 4-3 Spurs.
Fucking hell. Brilliant.
That's a
Get a 5 on that. Liam, please get a 5 on that.
absolute thriller.
You know what? I will put a 5 on that. I'll put it in the group
Okay.
chat.
I bet you get 100 to 1 on that.
I'll put a 5 on 4-3 Spurs, and I'll put a thing in the group chat for you, and we can probably laugh at me come Sunday at 7 p.m. But I got to back my team, boys. I've got to back my team.
Of course you have.
You know, I mean, our injury list is ridiculous. Obviously, Romero is still suspended, but
This is why I just, like Chris said, if you had Van der Ven and Madison and Romero and
the way
I think
we, you know what?
the way you were playing at the start of the season, you'd probably have a chance of beating us. I just feel like you haven't with us.
Last week was our best attacking performance all season after watching every single game so far. So I'm not actually that worried. We'll see. I think there's a lot of unquantifiables in our team that a lot of players won't have looked at, you know. If that makes sense. Like a lot of our players that are will be playing for us won't have been watched by many people on your team. So, you know, let's move on. We've done scores. And the next game I've got lined up is Newcastle United, Manchester United.
Cracker.
Battle of the Uniteds. Newcastle buoyed by their smashing of Chelsea. And I think they'll be have a very bad feeling about how things ended for them Tuesday night against PSG. Against PSG, which was
Didn't see it, but yeah. How did Wells
Absolute
hold himself
farce.
together in the post-match interview?
yeah, absolute farce. That's ridiculous. So yeah, I can't see. I mean, I can't see past Newcastle winning this, to be honest. The way United have been playing.
Same.
Like, I know United are in form, but just
They're not, though. Look at the teams they've
They're-
played. You can't.
they're playing. I think if Garnacho doesn't score that overhead kick and completely kill the crowd at the Everton game, it probably would have been a different result.
Weird hype around their
Freak-
youngsters. I just don't know where they're pulling results from. It's frustrating because they crawl up the table.
Yeah, but the thing is, the teams are beating. And he can only beat who's in front of you, but they can't draw form off that.
And they're snagging victories as well. It's not like they're dominating games. And
No,
Yeah, Luton 1-0.
Oh, they look woeful.
They're starting
Yeah.
for 1-0, and it's
so it's Newcastle are doing pretty well this season. And if Newcastle win, they leapfrog them in the table as well. So
I just feel that Newcastle coming off that, I feel like they'll be raring to go after losing. That I don't know. I don't even know what the Champions League group looks like now. Actually, with one game left, can anyone tell me?
what
they gotta do now?
Newcastle's?
not quickly enough.
They need to win, and
Against
they need
Dortmund or AC
Dortmund
Milan.
to beat PSG. They've got AC Milan at home, and they need Dortmund to beat PSG, I think.
They need both those things to happen.
What about
let me tell you.
Dortmund draw?
That's mad.
if they draw and Newcastle win by 2 goals, they'll go through.
Mm.
Wow. Okay, so they're gonna be pissed off. Weird way to put it, but I just feel like, what is it? United have already played Newcastle this season. I know it was a League Cup, so you can't draw into it too much. But Newcastle won that 3-0 at Old Trafford. I
Yeah,
feel like they're a much
Newcastle.
better team.
And they've
They're
got a
a
lot
much
more
better
players
team
back now. I
They've got
just feel like
Isak
Newcastle will
back.
find they're finding a bit of form now. They had a bit of wobble at the beginning, but I think they're kicking on a little bit now with some players coming back.
Has anyone seen this kid he keeps starting in midfield for Newcastle, the 17-year-old
Oh,
What's his name?
Lewis Miley?
yeah, he
Yeah,
played.
yeah.
He played
Started
against
the game.
PSG, and he had a great game.
I think he set the goal he set one of the goals up against Chelsea.
Chelsea,
Plus let's talk about that for a second. I know Chelsea had a man sent off, but Newcastle fucking annihilated them. I don't know.
Yeah.
And Chelsea are a better team than United. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I
Hands
say
down.
they are.
Oh no, I don't agree with that. United are definitely better than Chelsea.
Yeah, I think. Well,
Chelsea
I
are
don't
over the
think
place. They've been lucky in their games. If United have been lucky, then what would Chelsea
They
had?
played,
Like,
but they played it. Yeah, but Chelsea have literally played Spurs, Arsenal, City, Liverpool. Yeah, they played Liverpool at the start of the season.
played
They
well
played all
against
the big
us,
teams. United haven't
but I
played
don't
anyone.
think
If
they're a
you-
good team. They're
Chelsea have played
individuals
United's
that make
games,
up a
they'd be
team.
higher.
Mm.
So United.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
think there's a little bit more unity with them. I don't know why I'm defending United. What have you done?
Shall we? whilst we're on this for a second,
You've tricked
shall
me.
we just discuss? Let's just discuss the Garnacho goal because
Oh,
I
should have been in the
just
agenda.
think we'll have to put it in next week. We have a more in-depth conversation, but I would genuinely put that in probably the top 5 goals I've ever seen in the Premier League.
yeah. It
Well,
was
yeah,
silly.
Rooney's was in there, and it's better than Rooney's. It was further
It's better than
out,
Rooney's.
and it actually hit his foot. Rooney's rolled off
Yeah.
a fucking
Yeah.
ankle.
That was
I
better
think-
than Rooney's.
The thing with Rooney's is what it was a derby,
It
and
was
Yeah,
a circumstance.
The situation, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. But then I guess then you've got what makes a great goal is it's the game you're in, but it's also the how you do it. Like Garnacho stepped away from goal.
yeah,
threw himself
it's
backwards, and
it's a few things, right? Like
yeah, of course, and that's why we need to have that needs to be a topic in a couple of weeks because
what best?
I
Yeah,
wanna know
okay,
everyone's
best.
number one. Not top
best
Premier
goal
League
in the
ever.
Premier
I
League.
know what I know what mine is. Or
I know what
it's
mine
pretty
is.
easy.
I've got. I know what mine
Let's
is.
not,
Anyway,
let's,
right.
not, let's not reveal.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
reckon it
let's
might
not
be
do it.
maybe different
Don't do it.
categories. So best team goal, best solo, best free kick, best skill goal.
Oh, just best goal.
Just best goal.
We can make a
I
whole
reckon
award
just best
ceremony
goal.
out of it. Make it happen.
Right,
Best goal
scores
and
then. Newcastle versus Man United. I will go to Chris.
Let's go 3-0.
Oof, conviction.
Because I'm not defending United anymore. 3-0.
Didn't Ash Cohen just defended him and then went against him.
Yeah. Sam, what do you reckon?
I'll go 2-1 to Newcastle.
I think it's going to be a close game. Interesting. Or do you just
United
think
will
United
get
going to nick a
something.
goal?
Oh yeah,
I've-
they'll get a goal. Garnacho.
I'm going to say 3-1. I think United will get a goal. They'll probably go ahead and then concede 3. That's probably what will happen.
I don't think Garnacho will score
So-
again. He'll be another Januzaj. We won't hear from him again now. They're not retiring.
He scored on Wednesday.
Did he? Ah,
Yeah, he did.
don't forget. 5 years.
Last night.
He might never do it again. Right, Arsenal versus Wolves. I put this in early for you, Chris. But
Thanks,
to
sir.
be fair, there isn't many more great games this weekend after that. I wouldn't say. So
Chelsea,
how are
Brighton,
you feeling?
Potentially. How am I
Yeah,
feeling? I'm obviously feeling ecstatic after yesterday's win, ensuring that we win top of the table for
Yeah.
Champions League.
Cracking return, mate. The Champions League.
Absolutely, and I just think it is. Last season, obviously, we were rocket. We scored loads of goals when we let a lot in, and what we've introduced this season with Rice and maybe fine tuning the back. Like people think that we don't have that attacking creativity anymore, but it's because we've been found out. Like people just double up on our wingers, and Jesus just hasn't been fit. But it's good to see that in the Champions League, like we still have that fluidity. And outside in Europe, they're just not. They just haven't done their homework, and they just don't know how to play against us. We'll see how far that goes on, but it's good to know that we can still get a few. And all the front five attacking play scored as well. So yeah, good. Not going to be the same game against Wolves. Of course, they'll have every man, dog, woman behind the
Wolf.
ball again, and missed it. Thanks, sir. So again, it'll be tight, but it's at the Emirates. There'll be a good atmosphere. So yeah, it'll be a win, but it won't be as fun as the 6-0 we got yesterday.
It's gonna be. I reckon both teams will score. So I've got some stats, some quick stats for you.
Okay.
Arsenal have scored in every game against Wolves since 1979. If you score, 31 games. If Arsenal score in this game, it will equal their longest scoring streak against an opponent in their history.
How do you find this shit out?
Wow. What team hold the longest streak? Can we find that out?
I have no idea. That's an interesting one to find out. But since
I'll try.
losing 1-0 to United on the opening weekend, Wolves have scored in their last 12. So
Every game.
yeah, it does.
I do think it is potential banana skin territory. This. It's not
What, for
as
Arsenal?
easy as you make it sound. Yeah, for Wolves.
Wolves might slip up and let Arsenal get a result here.
The underdog might get a result if Arsenal win. No, I don't think it'll be as easy as what Chris thinks. They're notorious.
I didn't say it'd be easy. It'd be tough.
Coming out, he said, "Oh, it'll be a win." No, probably it might be.
I think we'll win, but
If
it'll
you
be
come out against
nowhere
these big
near as
teams
easy as
now,
yesterday.
I guess the fact you're at home is a big advantage because Wolves seem to love beating the big teams at home.
Yeah.
I do think. I think I'm with Liam. I think Wolves will snatch a goal, or I can't see Wolves winning, but I don't think it'll be a walk in the park. I say that every week.
Walk in the park, lock it in.
Every week, always comes out, doesn't it?
So only Mohamed Salah has scored or assisted a goal in more different Premier League games than Hwang Hee-chan this season. So Hwang Hee-chan is more prolific in more games than anyone else other than Salah this season.
Still not done enough to put him in my dream team, though.
It's weird, isn't it?
Maybe
I didn't think that.
I've not seen him in any teams, actually.
It seems like he doesn't score ever, but he scores all the time. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Definitely know about him, but then at the same time, you don't know who he is.
Yeah. It's a conspiracy theory. He's never actually scored a goal, but he scores every weekend.
But he's still top of the scoring charts.
Yeah.
He scores none, but he scores them all.
I think Arsenal will win this, to be honest. It's not. It won't be an easy game. And I wouldn't be surprised if Wolves do get a result, but I would never put money on it, I don't think. If that makes sense. It's like there's no conviction behind.
Tottenham 4-3.
I'm a betting man.
No, I'm not a betting man. No, I can't add that to the 4-3. Yeah, just the Tottenham 4-3.
Bet. Crazy Aka getting built here.
Yeah.
I just want to see the odds. I might build it out myself.
Million to 1 Aka.
I might do it, I'll go back, look at all my scores, and then I'll put it on an Aka and see what happens. Right, so
next week.
I reckon 2-1 Arsenal for this. Chris?
I'm going to go 3-1.
3-1? Fair?
Yeah.
Sam, what do you reckon?
I am torn between your two scores. I had 2-1 or 3-1 in my head before you both started going. I'll probably go close. I'll probably go 3-1.
But I think it's between those score lines. I think it'll be 2-1 for the majority of the game, and then it'll be like the extra goal once Wolves just like tired out and giving in.
Yeah. Go 3-1.
Yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
No, that's fair. I'll let you have that.
I mean,
I'll let you have
win
that
the
one.
point.
Yeah. So.
What did I say? I must have played something.
I didn't. No one else heard it. So I've got a topic here which it seems to just be causing more and more controversy every week, and there's never really been a clean week that I can remember for a very long time, and it's all because of VAR. So,
oh god, yeah.
Do you think introducing VAR has been a mistake, and should it be scrapped?
Yes,
Or have you-
and no.
Right.
It wasn't
So
a
what was
mistake
your-
to introduce it because it's got all the right intentions. I feel like it's being used incorrectly by the people who are. VAR is a great idea. Although 10 years ago, before all this idea came out, all these ideas came out, there's nothing better than going to pub or whatever and going, oh, is it offside, is it onside? No one knew. It's fucking great. It's so good, so good. And then they introduce this thing where it'll eliminate all the doubt and you'll be told if it's onside or offside. And everyone's like, it's a bit annoying that you can't have those debates anymore, but it's good that you can never be cheated. But now it's like people are getting cheated fucking more because there's cameras. And how can you have something on a camera and get it wrong? It's like if I was, if like someone in Asda was caught stealing at a till, no one goes like to the monitor and goes, "Oh, you either took the money or you've not took the money." It's not difficult to ascertain if someone is offside or onside, or if the ball's over the line or not over the line, or if someone's hit someone in the face or not. VAR is a great thing, but they are not. It's How can you? It's human error, but that just sounds stupid. How can you have human error? I don't know. It's not a mistake to introduce it, but it shouldn't be scrapped. It should just have actual competent humans that can use it,
Well, it's
which they haven't got.
that's the thing, though, right? So there's always going to be an element. There will always be an element of human error with VAR because there are humans operating it, right? So there will always be,
and the ex-refs as well.
and the subjectivity of some of the decisions. So like the foul, not foul on Gabriel for the Newcastle goal a couple of weeks ago. That's very subjective, and I think across all media I've heard about half people say it was a foul, half of the people say it wasn't a foul. So those things you'll
So the
stick
rules
with
have
the
changed.
on-field decision.
But you go back to the rule book.
Not every decision is black and. Not every decision. Is
No,
black
no,
and
because
white, right?
there is grey area, isn't there?
Not every decision is black and white. That Gabriel foul,
Yeah.
fine. Like I don't even think it's 50-50. Sorry, Chris. I think that everyone that wasn't everyone that wasn't a Newcastle fan thought that was a foul. If you're a Newcastle fan, you don't see it as a foul because it's going for your team. But
I don't know. I
It's
didn't
got
think
to
it
be
was a
somewhere.
foul.
I'll put my hands up. I initially didn't think. I was more focused on the ball going out.
when the
Or Guimara's elbow. That's what infuriated
but
me.
Liam, that's
Yeah,
this
that
has
should
just
have been-
proven it, Liam. This just proved it that I thought it was a foul, but you didn't think it was a foul. So not everything is going to be
No,
that
exactly.
obvious. But
And But then
it's
you
not-
just
it's
stick
not
with the
helping
on-field
clear
decision,
anything
don't
up, is
you?
it?
You stick with the on-field
That's-
decision at
yeah,
that point.
Yeah, of course. And
But-
that's he gave all three decisions in that occasion. He gave all three occasions to say it was fine, it's a goal. And he didn't feel confident enough to go against any of those three things. That's fine. So I
Yeah.
get why he made that decision. Although I thought it was a foul, I get why he made that decision. But
Yeah.
some of the things that we're seeing are just crazy. Like obviously the big one was the Tottenham goal, or the Liverpool goal against Tottenham.
The
That
Diaz,
was the big
yeah.
thing. But there's been
Yeah.
already the Wolves against United in the first game of the season. Onana,
Oh my
when he's
god,
cleaned out a Wolves
Wolves,
player.
just Wolves every other
Just-
game
just-
against
just like
Wolves
the
for some
refs
reason.
Cables.
Someone was speaking in his
We'll
ear,
get
telling
Gary
him to do
O'Neill as
it.
a guest one day.
Such a weird vendetta,
O'Neill,
isn't it?
but
I don't
agree,
understand.
right? I swear to God, what were you, 13 games into this season? I feel like there's already been as many, if not more, controversial VAR decisions as there was.
There's been more
the whole of last
apologies for
season.
sure, which is
Oh, it's
embarrassing.
crazy. How can
Imagine
you-
having to apologise
how
for
can
your
you come out
work.
and apologise every
Sorry,
week?
boss.
And
Every
It's-
week you get sacked. If I apologise to my boss every week for the same thing, I get sacked.
There's
So-
not enough refs. They must feel so protected because there's no one to replace me. I can do what the fuck I want. Hang on.
They don't get
Look,
punished.
I
One
want
of them
Chelsea
got
to win
booked
the
for
Premier League this season. I'm just going to pull some strings
One
and
of
make
them
sure
got
they do.
dropped to the Championship for 1 week, and then they came back and refed fucking Man
Yeah.
City against
Yeah,
Liverpool
get
or
back
Man
for a week,
City
they're back.
Chelsea. I was like, that's a punishment.
Why
It's-
can't we use European refs and our awful English refs go over to another league?
But I
Get
think
some
you have
heckles
the
over
I
there.
like
wouldn't
if
trust
you look
European
at
ones anymore.
if you look at the decision for Newcastle, did anyone see that handball that
On Tuesday, no,
that-
I didn't see it.
it
Not.
it hit his chest and then bounced onto his arm, which was sort
Which you
of in
can
a
control,
position.
obviously.
Yeah, as if he was running. And I thought the rule was if it hits a part of your body and then deflects onto your arm, as long as you're not preventing a direct goal,
Mm.
then it's fine because it's already hit a
Yeah.
different part of your body. But no, they
Where
got
was
a
his
last
arm?
minute-
It just
His arm
it
was
invites
like
so
so
many
he's like
questions,
running
doesn't it?
position, so it's like there, like, but it wasn't up like that. It was more
Wasn't
like
like that, no? Or this?
No, exactly. He was like turning,
What
so
can
it
you
was
do with
out
your
by
arms these days?
yeah.
I'll tell you another one as well. The Rico Lewis penalty for England against for Macedonia against England. When he jumped, he didn't know who was behind him, and he jumped, and his hand just hit the striker. The striker ran his face into Rico Lewis's flailing hand. Like, how is that a penalty? The
But
thing is, like,
Maguire's
we
didn't
know-
get given when
I'm
he
not gonna get-
blatantly pushed someone over.
and that didn't get given. Right. So we know by hook or by crook there is corruption in football, right? And it all plays back into it because there's been fines and and who knows what is going on behind the scenes. Obviously, I'm not going to get too involved in City's charges, but we know there's corruption in football and all these VAR decisions all the time. You don't know what the fuck's going on behind the scenes.
Yeah, I
They could all be
think
sat there chatting to each other about this, that, and the other.
the VAR stuff is clearly just incompetence rather than malice. Unless they
I think
really
there
do
should
have
be
a vendetta against
when they
Wolves.
brought VAR in, they should have brought a whole new 10, 20, 30 people in just to do VAR. But they've got
Yeah.
the ref the main ref in a game on the weekend. Next week will be the fourth official, or they'll be in VAR. It's like they have this weird cycle. It's like
I
there's
guess
no
you've got to
consistency with
be
what
a
they're doing.
qualified. You've got to be a qualified referee to officiate a game, though, right? And
That's where I think they go wrong. I don't think they should use referees. I think they should be getting in
I think they should have a new
scientists,
team, a brand new team
mathematicians,
that's trained in
Scientists.
VAR.
people going to
Yeah.
obsess over it, like gamers.
Yeah.
Just a group
They-
of geeks that can
They
obsess
pass a
over
course
it.
in VAR.
In a
They pass
bunker,
course in
all you're
VAR.
doing is watching videos, playing games, and you just got to make a few calls of people going on offside. Yeah, absolutely, we'll do it. We'll do it.
A
Yeah.
67-year-old or 70-year-old Mike Dean who's like, yeah, penalty, mate. And they can't. The game's changed since 30 years ago when you started reffing. It's just they should have
Yeah.
a specialised VAR team or something that it's just so.
We're
I
the
don't know.
specialists. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're scared to make a decision now because it goes on for longer and longer and longer. It's like, no, you call it. No, you call it. No, you call it because I called the last one. No, look, I'll buy you a pint later.
And even the
You just say,
commentators,
"Look, I'm not
even the
gonna-"
commentators have clicked on.
They're scared.
Even the commentators have clicked on now. You know when they wait for ages and they go, and they decide to go to the monitor, and the commentators go, "Oh, you know what usually happens from this point."
yeah,
Every time they go to the monitor, they call, and then another thing is when a team. Luckily, I support Rovers, so we don't have VAR, so it's fine. But if you go to a Premier League game, I'm sure you celebrate, and then you've got to put out a hole, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then
Right.
you either get let down, or you've got to celebrate again. It's like,
Champions League last year against Sporting Lisbon.
oh, I remember, yeah.
Kane's last minute
remember that.
winner to
Yeah.
take us out of the group
mate, I would've
stage.
hated it.
Scenes, and then 5-6 minutes sitting there, and then even looking at the VAR decision still didn't make sense because the line wasn't. It was in such a weird place. Yeah,
Mate,
I don't know.
I'm mainly saying VAR is a great idea, but it's not done properly at all.
Needs some work.
Is VAR affecting how elaborate celebrations are? Because especially if they're potentially offside, they're like, or they just sort of gather people around and wait. Like sometimes you get two celebrations.
Imagine how
but
Richarlison
the first one's
celebrated
just
if
held
VAR
back.
did
Well, yeah.
Rip his
It'd take
shorts
his
as
skin
well.
off and his shirt.
Just thinking of the
His face
Robbie
off.
Williams music video, Rock DJ.
And they'd still
I think
look
it'd be a
around
little
and
bit
see the
more,
linesman's flag up.
That's what it does ruin. It ruins the fans inside the stadium because you ain't got a clue what's going on.
That is the main thing,
With
isn't it? Like,
VAR, yeah. That's it. I could not even think about how crap that would be if your team scored. Even if but then again, you got to rewind it if you think if it's ruled out for offside and then it gets given. I bet it's complete fucking opposite. I bet you'd celebrate twice as hard. But
yeah.
it's just, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah,
I will put
could
it
be
in
better.
we'll put it in the C-. Could do with some improvement pile
Put it
for
on,
now.
stick it on the later base.
Yeah. We've lost you, Chris. Chris, we've lost you. You mute. Wait. Maybe you just wait a sec. Let me.
Has he muted himself?
I don't know. I can't unmute him. Your mic isn't
Broken
connected,
headphones.
bro. He might have turned it off.
No, he's gone.
That's all right. He'll
Can
be
you
back.
hear us, Chris?
He's back now. There we are. Right. We'll move with that interruption. It's just connecting. We'll move forward onto our next game.
Can I?
Oh, yeah.
Actually, yeah. No, carry on. Carry on. He's back.
Yeah.
I'm going to go
We'll move
toilet quickly.
forward.
Carry. You two have a great chat about the next game. Mwah.
All right. Give me your score quick. Oh, he's gone.
Go on. No, I'm still here.
Oh, right. Oh, that's fine. Score prediction for
Score-
Chelsea
score
Brighton
game.
then. Chelsea Brighton. Don't know.
Oh no, I want to talk about this game now.
Don't know.
I'll hold it in. I'll hold it in.
Yeah. Go on then. What you got to say?
I have got to say that I feel like this will be a good game with both teams scoring. I've not got no, I ain't got a lot to say. To be fair, I don't know. They're both.
You
they're
bigged it
kinda
up
both
so
like
so well, and
they're
then
both just kind of just going on now, aren't they? Neither team are flying. Neither team is struggling. Just a bit like just cracking on, aren't they? I don't know. There's not a lot to this really. There's only one good subplot, which is Caicedo.
Yeah. The thing is,
But
Chelsea are sort of performing in some games and then absolutely crumbling in others, aren't they? So it's a hard one to call, I think, because
they're definitely bigger.
Brighton.
They're definitely playing better against the bigger teams, aren't they? Like we said last. I think it was last week. We said they haven't really dropped points against the big ones. They drew against City, drew against Arsenal, drew against Liverpool, beat Tottenham. But then when it comes to playing against the lower ones, they obviously lost to Villa. Not that Villa are a bad team. And
There's a lot of players of ego in there, aren't there?
I don't think they are a team. I think that's what you said a minute ago. Again, we were judging United. They haven't got a team.
Yeah,
they've got a lot of talent in that team, and I think when you're playing big teams, you need those special moments which come out. But when you're playing against those lesser teams, you need to be a unit, because it's going to take a long while for you to probe and actually find an opportunity.
Break it down,
I don't think they don't have that patience.
Yeah, when teams come and set up defensively against them, they haven't got a class break them down. Teams who go there,
they've got decent number 10, have they? For Endo hasn't really kicked on, has he? Like, they're going off about him, but he hasn't really had a season
he
that
plays for Liverpool.
That'll be why Chelsea fans aren't raving.
Endo Fernandez. What's his first name?
Oh, Enzo.
Enzo. Well, he's the Endo of Enzo because he hasn't started.
Yeah, they do rave about him, don't
slip.
they? But he's not really
he's not
that.
number 10. He's not an attacker.
Oh wait, no, I heard
something.
I heard something crazy about Fernandez. He has got a combined goal and assist record of 1 since he's been at Chelsea
for a year.
So he's had
he
one.
was last January, wasn't he?
Yeah, 1 goal and assist.
I'm fairly sure
that's combined. That's
Penalty.
combined. So he's got 1 goal and no assists.
They rave about him. God.
The thing is,
you see his XG though. You see his XG and his pass percentage though.
XG.
Everything about.
I know he's got. He's got 1 assist this season, so maybe it's just.
Let's just say he's not very good at going forward. He's not there to do that.
Havertz has more than him.
Yeah, which is funny, and that's who they used to replace Havertz. Yeah, I don't know. Brighton, I think. Oh, it's going to be. I reckon it will be a good game. To be fair, because Chelsea are good at home, and Brighton need to start picking up more points. So,
on a really strange tangent, Marseille have just got a 97th minute winner against Ajax to win 4-3, and it completed a hat trick for a Mr. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
Ooh.
Should have put that out there. So really, I've just
straight out.
I've got him on the bet, so it's just
straight out there.
Got a hat trick.
Nice. Thanks for that.
Yeah.
Unnecessary interruption.
Just for Chris.
Did West Ham cling on to their 1-0?
Yeah.
We have a
minute.
Yeah.
Let's check.
Don't know if we'll get a Billy joining us. Will we?
No one else is joining now.
Label.
So, have you got anything extra you'd like to say about this one, Chris, or are we done talking and just do
Not
some
really.
scores?
No, you've given some good Spice Guys. Spice Guys, the alternative to Spice Girls. I don't know if like Brighton are underperforming. Like last year, they were just so good, and I think they're a little bit like Newcastle. Like there's little pockets of awesomeness, but I still think they could probably do a little bit more. And again, are they like Chelsea? And they're playing better against the bigger sides. I'm not sure, but both teams would definitely score. Yeah, I don't know who would shade it. I'll probably go for a draw, to be honest.
Yeah, what's your score?
I'll go 2-2.
2-2. Desmond up in here. I'm going to say Brighton. Oh no! I'm going to say draw as well, but I'm going to go 1-1. Sam.
Okay.
I am going to go for 2-1 to Brighton.
Oh,
Nice.
Fatty Ferguson. Not this
Fatty
week.
Ferguson. Right, we can fly.
2-1
Well,
Brighton.
if you've got anything extra to say about these ones, you can. West Ham Palace. Anyone got any interesting insight on this one?
Both crap teams.
Yeah. So we can just do some score predictions then for West Ham Palace. I think West Ham will win 2-1. Sam, what do you reckon? Oh, sorry, Chris.
You know what?
No, go on, Sam. Well, I was going to say
Wrong.
copy and paste. Yeah, this all copy and paste.
Sam's moved and you stole his G's again.
I have.
You have.
He's
You
got
said-
enough
so you
doors though.
said-
He'll be all right. Look at all those doors.
He's even got doors in the ceiling. Have we joined Sam at the shitter? We have.
Yeah.
I know he's showing us some fish. Cheers, mate. Sam, what score? Oh, he's pissing, so he won't be. 2-1. 2-1 West Ham. No one else heard it, but I'm out. A lip redger. Could be an interesting game. The next one, Bournemouth Villa. Bournemouth obviously beat. They've won a couple of games in a row now, haven't they? So they beat Chelsea.
Mm.
No, not Chelsea. Sorry, they beat Newcastle, which is when Trippier was shouting at people. And then they won last time out against Sheffield as well, away from home. So
Well, out of the bottom
Could
three
be.
now. And when we
Yeah.
were talking about who's going to get relegated, and practically all of us said it was the three that came up. It's looking that Bournemouth might be the one who gets out of that, and
yeah,
Sheffield or
That's very
or Everton
true.
down there.
I very much thought Bournemouth were going to get relegated, to be honest. I thought they were down there with the three teams that came up and then Everton in the mix, but I didn't think they would. Obviously, this was before the points deduction came about. But no, I think you're right with what you just said there, mate. I think Bournemouth are starting to pick up a lot more points than the rest of the teams around them. And even this game, I think could be quite a good one for them. I definitely wouldn't put them past getting a result against Villa. Villa didn't actually look that great against Spurs. We just didn't defend their goals well enough. Emery made some good subs.
He played you.
They injured one of our best players in the first half. And yeah,
At least you're not bitter about
I think
it, though.
Bournemouth. I'm very bitter about it, just because he's only came back from like an 8-month injury 2 games ago, and now he's fucking on the sidelines for 2.5
That
months.
must suck.
Yeah,
I think
feel
there's
bad
3
for it.
times more injuries this season than we've ever had. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's not more games, but I think there's more minutes
VAR.
being played.
Yeah, that is an interesting thing. That's crazy. 3 times more injuries.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, could be a hangover from the World Cup as well. Like they haven't had as much rest as they'd normally get, if that makes sense. Like in the off season. But yeah, I think Bournemouth might get a result here. Score predictions then, Sam. What do you reckon? Bournemouth Villa.
I don't know. I heard you. I couldn't speak, but I heard you bigging up Bournemouth a little bit. But they beat a very, very weakened Newcastle team at home, and then beat the worst team in the league. So I don't think they're back, or they're going to do miracles. I actually still wouldn't be surprised if they got involved in a relegation battle. Having said that, I think that they. No, I can't. I was going back to get a draw against Villa, but I can't. I think they'll win. I think Villa will win 2-1.
Fair enough. Chris?
Yeah, Villa win. I am inclined for Bournemouth to not score, actually. I'm going to go 2-0 Villa.
Interesting. I'm gonna back Bournemouth here, I think.
Wow. Whoa.
A controversial one, not like any of my
I'm
crazy
not surprised
shouts,
anymore.
but, I'm going to back Bournemouth to do a 2-1.
Do a 2-1.
Do a 2-1. Nice. Yeah, that'll be an interesting game. Or Bournemouth, or yeah, it could not be an interesting game, and I guess that's every game ever. So moving on to our next topic that isn't a football match. We spoke about earlier in the chat. I said, well, Ashley said, was it Ashley that said no? Chris that
Chris.
said worst signing of the season.
Oh yeah, okay.
And I was like, well, that's pretty obvious. And then I'm sure I said, well, actually, look at some players, boys, just in case there's any people we may be missing out. So yeah, worst signing of the season so far in the Premier League.
So I've actually come up with I did for the first time in 9 weeks on this podcast. I've actually done a little bit of research.
Nice.
And I've actually come up with 8 players that I think have all got a stake.
Ooh.
And actually,
Oh.
half of them play for Manchester United.
Do you know what's really
Wow.
funny? When I was
Okay,
looking,
yeah. Okay.
I've got the players and I've got reasons for all 8.
Okay.
So
Do you want
I
to go
actually
for the
reckon-
8 names then and see if we will add any more, and then we can go
Yeah,
through
go
them
on.
all.
So I've got, and I'm gonna have to freeze myself here because I've got them on my notes. So just bear with me. 'Cause
Yeah.
This is all. So
Someone else's blog, nice.
and I've got reasons for each of them as well. Okay, so we've got the obvious one, which is Andre Onana, and I've actually got as a reason no comment.
I don't think it needs a comment, to be honest.
I don't think I need to comment. My next one is Sofyan Amrabat, who
That's
has
harsh.
since he's been signed, he actually has twice as many yellow cards as he has clean sheets, and he's a central defensive midfielder. So
Is
Is he
he
on
he's
loan?
got 40
They
He's
didn't
on loan.
No,
but
he's
it's-
spend any
it's
money.
It's an,
Yeah,
it's an,
okay,
it's an
okay.
option to buy at the end of it. The next one is a Mr. Mason Mount, who for 55 to 60 million pounds.
Yeah.
He's been injured a lot, but when he's come on, he has been anonymous. He has no goals and 1 assist all season, which came in a routine League Cup victory. And my last one, if we're just talking about Premier League signings, is Højlund. You can't doubt it. He's played 650 minutes, has no goals and no assists. But he is the joint Champions League top scorer, which is great for him. I don't think City are without one. I have put Matheus Nunes down. He has played 480 minutes. He has 1 assist. I can't remember it. He really hasn't got himself involved in any game yet. So I put him down. I've got Moises Caicedo. I just put what's he done because I don't know of a single notable contribution he's made for 150 million pounds. And then I've got 2 kind of left field selections. I've got Calvin Bassey from Fulham, who cost £19 million from Ajax. He was sent off on his full debut at Arsenal, and since then he hasn't kept a clean sheet. And then finally, I've Beto for Everton, who again cost 25 million from Udinese. He scored on his debut in the cup against the mighty Doncaster, and then since has not done a single thing. So that's my 8.
Yeah, I think Amrabat might be harsh.
He's crap.
I
But he only
don't
cost
know.
8.5 million, so that's a championship signing.
As a loan fee.
It
Remember
raises to 10.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
That's I don't know. Like that's he does have
Can you
a
tell me
terrible
what
defense
he's done?
behind him.
Tell me what he's done. Tell me what he's done.
That's fair enough. He hasn't done much, but
He
he's
is
in a
bad. He's
he
bad.
is in a
He's
crap
bad
United
footballer.
like he's in a crap United team. Let's be fair.
Of course he is. He is.
And he was injured for the most of the beginning of the season.
I didn't want to select players that had just been injured. Otherwise, I would have put people like fucking Nkunku down. But
I know that.
when he's played, he's done nothing.
That's fair.
But
That-
they
yeah.
signed him, or in a hope to sign him next year if the loan goes to plan, to replace McTominay, because they were trying to sell McTominay, weren't they?
But he's been their best
he's
player,
come in
apart
and he's
from-
been one of the best
yeah.
players. So
Yeah.
you can't even replace him.
Yeah, that is wild, isn't it? That McTominay's started playing really well.
Have you two got anyone that I haven't mentioned?
Well, I was going to put Havertz in there, and I probably still would, just down to the amount of money we invested in him, the amount of minutes he's played. But the way I would think it is, there must be something that Arteta's season in, because there are other players that he can play in there. Probably not so much now because Vieira's injured. I mean, I've got that many midfielders, but I just think he has no bravery. He lacks confidence. But a player who's scored in finals, he's been playing in the Premier League for 3-4 seasons. He's a shadow of a player he used to be, and he just needs to man up. But he has scored in his last 2 games.
I like Kai Havertz. I don't think he's a great
He's
player.
tricky. He's got some skills, but he doesn't have that. Is he a forward? Is he a winger?
I feel like, obviously, everyone says it's a cliche when champions win games when they're playing crap, and the goal that he scored against Brentford, it might prove to be fucking worth nothing, but also it could prove that he's paid probably a lot of his fee back just for that one goal.
Sure.
But you never know, do you, at this point? If you win the league by 2 points, you could say that Havertz scored it.
Yeah. I did have one more that you haven't mentioned.
Go on.
It's another Fulham player, Raul Jimenez.
I did look at that. Yeah.
Like
he hasn't scored one goal, has he?
Yeah, and I guess the only other thing is like he was cheap, but they bought him to replace Mitrovic. 6 million, roughly.
I mean, all but free if Mitrovic cost 50.
Yeah, and that's they bought him to replace Mitrovic, which is like the main reason. I'm thinking
you can't replace Mitrovic at Fulham, can you?
Not, and especially not with,
they will never get a player like Mitrovic at Fulham again.
Not with a Raul Jimenez that hasn't been the same since he smashed his head.
Oh, I was going to say that.
Like since he's done that, he's not been the same player. Unfortunately, obviously. But the issue is we've picked this at a ridiculous time of the season because there is only one favourite for worst signing of the season so far, and it's definitely Andre Onana. Like, just look at it; he's just so
fucking funny. It's just brilliant. It's just that second goal yesterday. I can't stop watching it. For me, that's better to watch than Garnacho scored against Everton. Surely it was harder for him to do what he did than to save it.
I
How much
seen
they buying for as well?
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, no. So that's why I was quite
God.
surprised because people's opinion on him keeps changing. He doesn't really good.
Hakim Ziyech passed him the ball and he decided to, instead of catch it, he threw it underneath his body.
He just sort of fell to the floor and the ball sort of scrambled out underneath him. And
every time it's perfect. It's poetic timing. Every time a Man United fan comes out and goes, "Oh, he's finding his best form," he comes back and goes, "No, I'm fucking not, mate. You watch this."
Like, is Gay still jobless?
Yeah, if I was United,
training on his own.
Just sign him back.
I can't find the clip because you put an Onana mistake and so many.
Just search for recent posts.
Pages and pages and pages.
He's on the 60th page of Google.
You can apparently hide a dead body there, but I'm there.
Just
for like plural mistakes for one game. Andre Onana mistakes versus Galatasaray.
Yeah, I think he was probably
okay. That's my watching after this.
Like the first goal that they scored was probably a goalkeeper mistake as well because he moved away from the part of the goal he should have been covering, and that's exactly where the ball went.
The commentator was like, "Oh, Ziyech just tricked him." I was like, "No, Onana's fucked it." Like, wasn't. And but
as soon as you see those players move out of the wall, you're like, right, that's where the ball's coming from. There
was some crazy goals in that game, like Fernandez's goal, and then the Galatasaray's third goal. What a touch and what a finish!
Yeah, but just for perspective on the Onana situation, they signed him for £47 million, and Tottenham signed Guillermo Vicario for £17 million.
Mad.
Who have they got scouting at United?
Yeah,
it must have just been Ten Hag because he's played with him at Ajax, obviously. So, does anyone disagree with me that Onana's been the worst signing of the summer so far?
No, I've got Edison. I've got Onana down. Sorry, I've got Onana down.
Chris, any difference in opinion there?
No, I don't. I do think there are probably worse players, but because they're injured or haven't played due to investment, because like he's added something to the team in a way.
Yeah, mistakes.
Yeah, they never had these issues
Oh,
with
this
De
is not
Gea,
a good
really,
take,
did
Chris.
they?
Well, I think De Gea
Chris
had a
Scott's
few
not
ones
a good
on his
take.
last season. He was awful, but yeah, he's definitely number one.
The reason I said Edison a minute ago is because I was checking how much Edison cost City, and I actually didn't realise that was also less than what Onana cost.
And that was
less than
Edison,
him,
so-
wasn't he?
Edison was 30.
Just come from a Champions League final, didn't he, Onana? Was it Europa?
right.
No,
Yeah, it was Champions League.
against us.
But just think about this for a second. United are the top scoring team in the competition, aren't they?
Probably not.
Or are they top scoring team in their group, definitely. And they have a minus
sure?
2 goal
Against Kane?
difference. No, in their group. Yeah, in
Against
their
Bayern.
group.
They scored
I'm
more than
pretty sure in
Bayern.
their
yeah,
group.
They were, yeah, you're probably right, to be fair. But they concede probably the top
Yeah,
conceders, aren't they?
they've got a minus 2 goal difference.
What's their goal scored and against then? Like 12-14 or something.
Give me a second, I'll find out. But yeah, they are. It's ridiculous, isn't it? Yeah, so they've scored 12 and conceded 14.
That's insane. They're not bored in the Champions League, are they?
Yeah, that's wild, isn't
going
it?
through,
So
They're not going through though.
no way at all. They would have to.
Beat Bayern and hope the other games would win for one of the teams.
They would have
I
to
hope
beat.
hang on,
No,
hope
they'd
the
have to
Galatasaray
beat
win.
Bayern and hope the other teams other games are draw. If either of those other teams win, they're out.
They might be. What's it got to take for United to finish bottom of the group? Then lose to Bayern, I guess. That's it.
If they lose to Bayern, they finish bottom. Yeah, because they
Or
are
draw,
bottom of the group.
Or draw or not.
If they draw and Galatasaray lose,
It's so embarrassing. Oh God, no! I genuinely think
it's funny, isn't it?
City, Arsenal, and Liverpool. Sorry, City, Arsenal, and
Newcastle.
there we go. Would all win that group. No, sorry, finish second. If not win,
Yeah.
they'll all qualify from that group.
Yeah,
Or the Galatasaray are good, but as a City
They
fan, I
have
wouldn't feel
some-
threatened by him. I don't think Chris would either.
No.
As an Arsenal fan.
no. So yeah,
Is it the
Onana-
Galatasaray equaliser I'm looking at? I've seen the free kicks, but you're not on about those, are you?
Yes,
Their third goal is brilliant.
the second free kick
No, hang on.
is
No,
dreadful.
the second goal is the anonymous
Yeah.
mistake.
Yeah.
But the third goal is quality.
Right. We'll quickly burn through these last games. Brentford versus Luton. Score predictions.
Jesus Christ. Oh, God, this is bad, isn't it?
2-0 Brentford.
2-1, Brentford.
I'm going to agree with Chris there. 2-0. Burnley versus Sheffield United
Oh, Christ, that is massive, but crap.
at Turf Moor.
That is such a bad game, but that is a huge game.
1-0
Do you
Burnley.
think Burnley get their first victory here?
Oh, it will be, won't it?
They can't win at home. They can't win anywhere, can they?
It's crazy, right?
That is
Must-win game.
That is
6-pointer.
that's the
The
definition
cliched.
of relegation 6 point of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I think in that
Wild,
case,
right?
then there could be a lot of cards. There also could be more goals than one. I'm gonna go 2-1 Burnley.
Oh,
Yeah.
really can't.
I think this is
I-
the sort of game that Burnley will win. I'm going to go 3-1. I agree. I think there'll be
I
goals.
think these two teams will have been dancing around their living rooms when that point deduction got announced for Everton. Gives them one extra chance, one extra life to stay up.
Vincent
Now it's
Company
between
would have
four
got his best head shiner out.
Oh, God, I really can't call it. I feel like I'm going to have to nail my colours to a draw. I think 1-1.
1-0.
Although I want Vincent Company to start. I don't want my man to get sacked. I love him so much. I want him to keep going, but he won't finish the season in that job.
Oh, I hope he does, because he'll bring them straight back out of the Championship.
Have you watched any of that on Sky? That Welcome to Burnley or whatever I can't remember what it's called. now,
No,
the
I haven't.
Burnley documentary. It's quite.
I haven't
good.
at all.
He's actually mad aggressive. He's so good.
I bet he is.
I
He
think
doesn't.
so.
He doesn't seem like a calm man.
I don't think he cut. Yeah, I think he cut the crap in the City dressing room. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right.
I hope
First
they do.
Pepper Prentice to lose his job, wasn't he? First Pepper Prentice to lose his job.
Oh, that's
Apprentice.
interesting. Apprentice.
He's only up against Arteta, isn't he? So
Just quickly talking about bald centre backs.
Alonso?
Did you know that Martin Skirtle could actually grow hair?
Oh yeah, I seen your picture the other day. Yeah,
That picture I put in the group chat. How terrifying is it that man just decided to be a skinhead to intimidate people?
and now he's retired. He's like, look at me.
He's-
Sideshow Bob vibes.
Yeah. Right.
Always had a screw loose, that guy.
Liverpool Fulham as the last game second to last game for score predictions. What are we saying?
Stroll.
Yeah, especially with being at the Cop. I think the other way around, Fulham might have had something. Something tells me that Fulham might have been a bogey team to Liverpool back in the day, but those days are certainly gone. I reckon it's definitely going to be a Liverpool win.
Yeah,
mean,
I can't really.
They did beat them 2 seasons ago in the Prem at Anfield. Mario Lemina.
Interesting.
That might have been the last time Liverpool ever lost to Fulham. I think it actually might have been 2012. Before that, Martin Skirtle own goal. That's really
There we
weird.
go. As we're talking about him.
That's really weird.
Great segue.
Foreboding. Yeah, I think Liverpool win all day
That'll be
long.
a Sunday afternoon stroll.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of goals. I reckon. I think Fulham are going to get smashed. I think I'm going to call it 4-0.
I'm going 4-0.
Oh,
Yeah, I was literally as you said it, I was thinking it.
3-1. I reckon Fulham will get one.
yeah. I could see Fulham getting a goal, but I don't know. Liverpool just going to be too good for him. I think that's interesting. So, I know we slated England last week. I say slated. We just sort of tried to come to terms with why we're not performing as well as we should be as a footballing nation with such a good squad. But we have the draw this weekend. On the 2nd of December 2023. If you're watching this post facto. And the pots are looking fairly spicy. England obviously qualified top of the group and are in pot 1. And there are some very interesting teams in the rest of the pots.
I've got to bring this up, I reckon. Hang on, I've got to bring
Do you want to read out the pots?
Right, so pot 1 is Germany, Portugal, France, Spain, Belgium, and England. So we cannot play any of those teams in the group stages, which
Pot
is
2?
quite fortunate. Pot 2 is Hungary, Turkey, Romania, Denmark, Albania, and Austria. Pot 3 is the Netherlands, Scotland, Croatia, Slovenia, Slovakia, and Czech Republic. And then pot 4 is Italy, Serbia, Switzerland, the winner of playoff A, the winner of playoff B, and the winner of playoff C.
I can't believe Italy are in pot 4. That's insane.
No, I can't believe that.
Yeah, so there is a potential for a group of death to be a team from pot 1 and then say maybe like
You can't agree. Denmark, surely
Denmark?
has got to be a
Like
yeah.
Denmark,
And then Holland. Or
and
Croatia.
then Holland,
Croatia.
Croatia, Czech Republic, like in pot 3.
No, Czech Republic aren't much anymore.
No.
But then Italy in pot 4 as well.
So you
Italy
gotta
aren't the
think
same team.
The ideal draw has got to be Albania. Oh, dare I say Scotland? Slovakia maybe, or Slovenia, and then Switzerland. Also, thing is, pot 4 seems to be stronger than pot 2. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, it's wild, right? I don't understand how pot
Because
2 really
Serbia,
works.
all 3
to
of
be
those
honest.
teams in pot 4 are better than all the teams in pot 2.
Yeah.
That's really strange.
I think we take a group of death because I think we're so sluggish of starting these tournaments. We never seem to wake up until we get to the quarters.
I don't think I'm
wake
too
up
fussed.
early.
Who we get? I don't think I'm too fussed about any of that. To be fair,
Make it more
any of
interesting
the
as well.
teams. Who's in the playoffs then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
I know
trying.
Wales.
I know, I didn't have it on mine.
I think Wales are in one of them.
Oh, here we
Ukraine
go.
as well?
Wales are hosting Finland in a semi-final. Here we are. So Wales against Finland, and then they'll be playing Poland or Estonia. So it'll be one of those teams in group. All these teams could be in group
So
4.
how many teams are
Then
left then? Is there 12 playing for free spaces? Is there?
there's 12
'Cause
teams playing.
I've got Georgia, Luxembourg, Greece, Kazakhstan, Israel,
Yep.
Iceland, Bosnia, Ukraine, Poland, Estonia, Wales, Finland.
Yeah. So
Right, I see how it works. There's 6 games that turn into 3, then 3 winners.
yeah. So there's semi-finals, playoffs, and then
Are they 2-legged then?
no, one leg.
Wow.
One leg. So it's a semi-final, and then you move into the final.
So Wales or Finland against Poland, so Wales have got to beat Finland and Poland.
Yeah, probably.
So it's drawn either home away
Team
or is it
Booty.
neutral?
Well, Wales are playing in Cardiff, so
It must be drawn home away.
It must be whoever got the
yeah.
most. It must be like whoever got the highest
Oh,
points
okay. Yeah.
or something that's given a home advantage. So
Yeah,
you're looking at worst case then, completing that pot. You've probably got like maybe Greece, Poland, and maybe Ukraine. So
Yeah.
it's still not disastrous, is it?
No,
I think
it's not terrible.
we're
But
okay. I think
like,
worst case, like you said, Denmark, Netherlands, and Italy would be horrible.
yeah, that'd be
I want one decent team in there. I think if we get like a walk through the park in the group, it'd just be
I want Scotland.
the incline of performance and from outside
Yeah.
the group would be too much.
Yeah,
Scotland.
I think you're right. I think you need a decent team in there to get you performing better.
Scotland, England in the same group would be wild.
It happened in the World Cup though, and it was
Yeah.
very shit. No, sorry, the last Euros.
It was stalemate, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that's true. Yeah, it was. It was just quite a boring game. But I mean, England have been boring for a little while now, unfortunately.
Yeah. And a game like that, there's going to be
friendlies coming up.
injuries and yellow cards, which you don't want to be picking up in the group stage.
No. So who would your preferred teams to play be?
I think out of that pot 2, it's got to be either Albania or maybe not even Hungary because they've got Soboslai. Probably Albania.
Yeah.
I think I can
And
name
then-
a decent player from every team apart from Albania.
And then pot 3, you're probably looking at Slovenia.
Slovenia or I would even say Scotland. We just beat them in a friendly comfortably.
Yeah. I would like Scotland as well, just for the
I don't
the banter
think
of
Czech
it.
Republic. They used to have some quality players like Nedved and Kolar, but I don't think they're the same anymore.
Holland.
Let's have a look.
Although
Top
haven't they
three's
got?
awful.
Don't they have Suchek and
I'm now finding out for you.
who else?
But I think they
Souček,
do,
who's the
yeah.
other- Yeah, Suchek and the other one
Schick.
from West Ham.
Patrick Schick,
Patrick
Kufal,
Schick,
Sufal.
Kufal, yeah.
That's
Slovenia and
really-
Slovakia. I'm not really sure I can say many of their players.
no, that's the thing. Like,
And then pot
They're-
4 out of those 3 teams, I'd rather have one of the playoff winners.
Nah, Switzerland or Italy.
Not Italy. They not after what they've done to us in the past. I've got PTSD.
Let's get
Yeah,
revenge
they're-
early on.
that would be fun. Knock them out. Imagine that.
Fucking knock them out.
Yeah,
That'd be
knock them
great.
out when the stakes are lower rather than wait until the semis.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. That'd be it
Switzerland. Who's Switzerland got these days? They got still Shaqiri in midfield.
They've got quite a good team, haven't they? Like, well, I say quite good, like reasonable. Who they got in goal? Is it Sommer?
Oh,
Is he
it's
still there?
Jan Sommer, surely. Yeah.
Jan Sommer. They still got Xhaka, Akanji, Mbolo.
Yeah. Mbolo, striker from.
Surely Vargas doesn't still play, does he? Fabian Schär, defender. Oh god, they got a good centre back partnership. Yeah,
Exactly. How are they in pot 2 in Albania? Sorry, how are they in pot 4 in Albania and pot 2?
yeah.
Then again, I'm sure Albania qualified through much easier.
Yeah, they probably have
Actually,
different.
I wonder who they qualified. Let's have a look. Albania's.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
So in
It'll be-
Albania's group was. To be fair, we're saying Albania would be easy. They actually finished at the top of a group containing Czech Republic and Poland.
That's pretty wild.
They finished 4 points clear of Poland, which is quite surprising. Actually, they won a group.
I'm not very
That's
good
mad.
with football knowledge much outside of the UK, so I'm not going to be good with these players. But they've got Yasir Asani and Armando Broja. Right.
Broja can't even start for them. They've
For
got
who?
a Napoli. They've got an Atalanta centre back as well. Broja for
Broja's
Albania.
Chelsea, isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he's at Chelsea. Was he at Southampton, wasn't it? Or
I can't remember.
Should we wrap this up soon, boys?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
wrap it up. We're waffling now.
yeah,
Yeah, we lost the steam.
the crowd's gone. The crowd's gone. Which Albanian centre backs are on now. Let's finish.
Going deep.
Maybe save it for the B
anyway.
side, boys.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll take
We'll save that.
and I'm sure we'll qualify from the group.
Yeah, I think we'll probably qualify from the group. It's
A
just
walk in the park.
a walk in the park. Lock it in. Right. I chose a more interesting game for the last game. Forest versus Everton.
I thought oh my god, I think we're going to get any games left. Okay.
Last one Forest, Everton.
ooh.
At Forest.
Both lost last
I
weekend.
You know what? I bigged up the atmosphere at Goodison Park. And then, as you said earlier, Liam, if Garnacho hadn't just made the whole footballing world think, what the fuck was that? Then it probably would have been a lot better than it was. But I've seen a lot of Everton fans on Twitter going, oh, it's actually kind of a letdown, wasn't it? That goal went in. It just went quiet. It was crap.
Yeah, that's the sort of goal that will just completely flatten a crowd, though, because it's like
Yeah.
you can't even be mad, can you? Because of how good a
it's like
goal
Garnacho,
it was. Like,
It's like Garnacho saved that just to piss those fans off. Like, I've got a bigger talking point than your shit protest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Forest at home.
They are, yeah.
yeah.
But you got to imagine the away Everton fans are probably going to be the noisiest of the bunch.
Yeah,
Fair few flags.
Oh, Forest is a hard place to go.
Yeah, it is a hard
They're-
place to go.
They're good at home. They are good at home.
I think Forest might snatch this.
Is that what you're saying?
Mm,
Forest
yeah,
win.
I'm going 2-1 Forest win.
2-1 Forest win. Chris, what do you reckon?
I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1.
Mm-hmm.
I agree that it's going to be a Forest win. I'm not sure if I think Everton will score. They can't score very well at the moment. You know what? I am going to go for a Forest 2-0 win. There we are.
Ooh.
You're not rating that? You think that's
I'm
risky?
going for
Everton.
a Elanga goal.
He has
I
been
never-
good for them.
I never play it safe.
Yeah, it's been good for them.
Never play it safe, son. Got to put the, and that's the TV game on Saturday evening. There's two
early
TV
or
games
late?
Saturday evening, isn't there? There's not an early kickoff this week.
There's not an early kickoff.
It's all right. I'm on the way to. Can you all wish me luck on Saturday? Because of I'm meant to be going to Crewe, but there's a pitch inspection tomorrow, so I'm nervous
Why? Oh, because of the cold.
because it's -4.
He might have a nervous poo on the coach.
Let's not go into that today.
Oh yeah. No, you better not do that, man.
We can say that for another pod.
I'm fairly sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most embarrassing football stories. I've got all mine banked.
That is definitely the one. We'll leave that in suspense. Any other comments? Anyone got anything else they want to say? Discuss more.
Apparently,
Oh,
this
come.
is massively important in terms of Premier League football, but Bristol Rovers have all but announced a new manager, and it's taken only a month. I'm sure you'll
Will we
both
hear
know
this
who
first?
it is. This could be exclusive. It is Rotherham's old manager, Matt Taylor. Pisses me off because he's got the same surname. He's got the same name as the horrible snaky bastard.
Matty
that
Taylor,
left
that's
us.
what. Yeah, that's what rang a bell. It's not him. I was like,
Yeah, it's not,
Turn
it's not,
around.
it's not, it's not our former striker. That left us
It's
with
so
Bristol
flaky,
City.
you Rovers fans.
Yeah, it's Mr. Matt.
Are you happy
Taylor,
with it?
Who, well, he's come from the Championship, so I can't not be. So
Why have they snapped him from Rotherham? What's happening down there? Is he
because they're in the
underperforming? Or?
relegation zone in Rotherham,
Yeah.
Wow.
so
Nice.
it's fine. I take a Championship manager. We're all good. I still have high hopes for the playoffs. I don't think we'll get them, but it's good to dream.
There you go.
All right.
Go
That's
on.
it. That's it from
Up.
me.
Up the gas, I
Up
hear
the-
they say.
That's what they say, son.
Cool.
I love
Right.
that.
Well, thank you very much, everyone, for listening, watching, like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, tell them to tell their friends, and them to tell their friends, and them to tell their friends, and that's how
And the
we'll grow
kids.
and the kids as well. Yeah. Although I have to check a box that we're not made for kids on YouTube because of the swearing, but fuck them.
Don't fucking.
Never getting
No,
sponsorship.
don't back up. Oh. Oh, I can't believe it. Can't believe it was said. Why would someone say that? Oh no.
Never sticks around that long.
Oh god.
We could put anything at the end of the pod.
Don't
You could.
It's Friday, it's fun times
Did you get the theme
football.
song? It's not playing. I'm just
Getting
going to
all
end
of
the
them.
recording.
It's played.
We had
You
both.
played
We had
them
both.
All right.
You played them both, Liam.
Okay.
Oh, fucking brilliant.
It's frozen
Oh,
for me.